guy who wants to do everything. I want to shoot for the moon. I want to, I want to have my own private island. I have big dreams, and I'm chasing them every day, man. Well, Richie Branson is this persona I developed, I guess obviously inspired by Sir Richard Branson. And the reason I chose that name was because, like Richard Branson, he's always reaching for something. He's got his hands in everything. It's almost like he's literally living every dream he can possibly live. And so that persona really, I think, fits what I'm trying to do, So I decided to call myself Richie Branson, the rapper, not the CEO of Virgin Airlines. Shout out to Sir Richard Branson. I think it's a really good thing that I found myself as an artist to be able to really just rap about what I like. Everything that I do is real. All my music is 100% about me, and there's just no pretense to it. Nothing's pretentious. It's all just from the heart. So that's Richie Branson. Well, I'm a military brat, so I've moved around from city to city. I've lived in San Antonio since I was like pre-teen, so I guess San Antonio is what I would call my home. That's where I live now. Went to school in Houston for a couple years, dropped out of college, came back home, had to help my mom out. She had breast cancer. She's good now though. And so I've kind of been all over the place, but San Antonio, Texas, that's where I'm from. Wasn't born there, but I get it done there. Nerdcore hip hop, it's sort of this obscure subgenre of hip hop. It's been around for years, actually, since like 2000, 2001. A few artists have pioneered it. MC Frontalot, I think, was the actual guy who coined the term nerdcore. And so it's always existed as this, underground movement with a pretty decent fan base. And so once I had decided that I was going to rap about, more about the things that I like instead of going the mainstream approach, it was only natural that Richie Branson and nerdcore would finally collide and form this colossal explosion of dope music. So it was real cool. Well, the Bring Toonami Back thing was pretty crazy. Like, I remember once I had just dropped the Gundam mixtape, the Mobile Suit Gundam Wing Zero joint. And, Mobile Suit Gundam is like one of my favorite of all time anime series ever. So, I decided to do a whole mixtape about it. So once I completed the mixtape, I dropped it, and it was like a week later, Toonami was back on air for that April Fool's thing. And to see Gundam on TV while I had just dropped the mixtape about it was like a surreal experience. Like within 12 hours of me dropping it, the internet blew up. Adult Swim tweeted about it. It was on a lot of major blog sites. And by the next week, they had announced that they were bringing Toonami back. And it was just crazy, man. The vice president of marketing up there, Jason DeMarco, hit me up. Steve Bloom, the guy who voiced Tom from Toonami, hit me up. Like, everybody was just giving me mad love, and it was a good feeling. Yeah, and ultimately, that's what I want my music to stand for. Like, everybody's making music about things that, a lot of people can't relate to. I can't relate to driving a Bugatti. I can't relate to selling drugs. I'm just a nerdy kid, that sort of thing. So, it's only natural that the music I create symbolizes who I am. Yeah, well, I'm doing the Monster Hunter tour with MC Chris and PowerGlove, and I'm very excited about that. I'm extremely excited about that. Coming to a city near you, doing 33 cities. After I dropped the Toonami record, MC Chris had actually, hit me up, and he was like, hey, you want to go on this tour? And I was like, at first I was a little scared, because I'd never been on a big tour. This is my first real, tour where my name's on the flyer, and it's a surreal experience that I haven't even experienced yet, but I already feel, the pressure, and I'm getting everything ready. I'm mixing records. I'm really gonna give this my all. I'm excited to connect with the fans. I'm excited to be able to see these people face to face and see them react to my music, because for the most part, I've just been an internet rapper. You hear my stuff online and people comment, but I've never been able to see, bobbing their head, putting their hands up, whatever they do. And now I get to actually see that. As an artist, the main thing above all, it's not even about the money, it's not even about, the notoriety per se. Really, I just want a chance to connect with the people who like my music. The crowds that are going to be at this tour are going to be like-minded individuals, just like me. And I just want to celebrate good music with them and give them some good music and just take it from there, man. And ultimately, that's what this is all about. I want to be able to take this nerdcore hip-hop movement and really bring it mainstream. I got a pretty decent flow, I'm modest, but I think that, I have a good opportunity to perhaps bring this nerdcore movement to mainstream and really get everybody to get on board and get, people who are listening to regular hip hop radio, all of a sudden you're hearing Richie Branson right after Lil Wayne. And even though my music may be different, I think I want to bring it out there, man. I want the whole world to hear it. I want them to walk away with really two things. One, that there's a dope artist out there that's really going, that's really, becoming a voice to their movement. Like every movement needs that voice, and there are a lot of great nerdcore voices out there already. I just want to be another one. I want to be, that artist that nerds and people, who enjoy some of the things I enjoy can look at and say, yo, Richie, that's my man. That's my dude. He's always going to give me that music I can relate to. A lot of my fans don't even like rap, and I want to introduce, the more people I can bring into hip hop, the better. I'm on a mission. That's my mission.
Hit me.